Good morning, everybody. This is first lecture of FIBSc, subject physics, paper 2, physics principles and application. It is the name of the paper here. This is chapter first, physics of the atom here. In that case, here we have to see some articles from the first chapter, physics of atom here. So here first we have to see here what is the orbit here, electron orbit here. Now here we know here electrons revolving around the nucleus in the circular orbit. We know that here. Now, then what happens here? There is electrostatic force of attraction here, attraction in there here. So, electrostatic force of attraction between positively charged nucleus and negatively charged electrons. It is given by 1/4 pi upon 0 ZE square upon R square here. So, it is equation number 1. But we know here it is for a hydrogen atom here. So, in the case of hydrogen, Z is equal to 1 here. So, here in this case here, Z is equal to 1, therefore our equation becomes 1/4 pi upon 0 E square upon R square. Here it is the nothing but the electrostatic force of attraction here. Now here electron revolving around the nucleus in the circular orbit here. So here centripetal force is there. For centripetal force maintain the motion of the electron around the nucleus here. So here centripetal force is given by Fc is equal to mv square upon R here. So this is nothing but the centripetal force here. For dynamic stability here, electrostatic force of attraction Fe is equal to Fc here. And what happens that we have to see here? So here Fe is equal to Fc here. So then what happens here? Fe is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R square is equal to mv square upon R here. So here this is the equation here. So in this case here R gets cancelled with this R here, and what happens? V square is equal to what? M transfer to that side we get here. V square is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon M into R here. This M transfer to left hand side here, it goes to the denominator here. So it is your 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon M into R here. So here this is nothing but the V square here. Now we know that here what is total energy? Total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy here. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 m into v square plus potential energy. It is negative, actually it is negative here. It is 1/4 pi upon 0 Z E square upon R here. But for hydrogen atom Z is equal to 1 here. So we have to write here Z is equal to 1, then this becomes here E square upon R. Now what is V square? We know this. V square is, it is calculated here. So V square is equal to, we have to substitute the value here. So it is 1/2 into m into V square. V square is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon m into R here. So this m gets cancelled, minus 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R here. So here in the next step we get here. So total energy is equal to 1/2 into 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R minus 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R here. So 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R, 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon, it is common thing in the both terms here. So we have to take outside the bracket. What we get here? It is 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R in bracket here. It is 1/2 minus 1. So here 1/2 minus 1 is equal to minus half. Then our equation becomes negative here. So minus 1/2 into 1/4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R, or we can write here it is 1/8 into 4 pi epsilon 0 into E square upon R here. So here this is the total energy here, but it is the negative here. So here this is the equation for the total energy of the electron here. We can, by substituting the values here, we can find out the total, what is the total energy here. Now next to that here we have to see here a revolution of the atom here, revolution of the information of the atom here. So there is one Thomson model here. Thomson model. Now here remember here this model was developed in 1998 here. So here it is far, it is very earlier stage here. It is 1898 here. Now he found that here there is positively charged atoms are embedded in the space in atom here. Now to balance the positive charge here, so electrons are embedded into that here. So here in this case here it is positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative here. So here at the size of the atom in here number 10⁻⁻10, it is your meter here. So here it is atom to some body here. He found that here. So positive. So here there is the size of the atom is, it is spherical in shape here. The positive atoms are embedded into that here, and to balance the positive charge here, the electrons are embedded into that here. So electrically the atom, whole atom is neutral here. So it is a neutral here. So positive charges and negative charges are same here. So it is your neutral here. So it is the Thomson model here. But remember here, it was developed in 1898 here. There are so many discrepancies, or there are so many drawbacks into this Thomson model. First drawback was here. It is the explanation of the spectral lines. It is not given here. Explanation of the alpha particle it is not given by this Thomson model here. These are some drawback of the Thomson model here. Now next to that here, this development is nothing but the Rutherford model here. So here, now Rutherford model here. Now we know that here Rutherford bombarded the alpha particle on the board here. What are the observation here? So here this is the atom here, and alpha particles are embedded, bombarded to that here. So here first I draw the figure, and then we are going to explain all this here. So here this is the rays. So here this is the figure here. Now what he saw here, that we have to explain here. Those rays, see here. So suppose we give the name to that here, one ray here. Actually there is one, not 1, 2, 3. This is not safe here. Those rays which are far away from the central portion of the atom here, we have to consider the center atom here, because here there is somewhat deflection. That's why here we have to consider the center here. Those rays which are far away from the central portion here, there is no any change in the direction of there is no any change in the direction here. Those rays next to that here, close to the central atom here, they are deviated through some angle here. So here, suppose this is the theta here, and this is the theta here. So they are deviated through some angle theta here. Those rays are very close to the central portion here, they deviated with greater angle here. And those rays which incided on the central portion of the atom here, they reflected back along the previous path here. So these are the observations here. So then what is the hidden thing behind that here, that we have to explain here. So here, what are the observations here? Those rays far away from the central portion, there is no any change in the path of the alpha particles here. Those rays again next to that here, close to the central portion here, they deviated through some small angle here. Now here we know here the charge of the alpha particle is positive. We know that here alpha particles are positively charged particles here. So here, and next to that here, those rays again very close to the central portion here, they deviated with greater angle as compared to the previous one here. And next to that here, those rays which incided on the central portion. So here we can draw the central portion by the dotted lines here. So here this is the central atom here. And those rays which incided on the central portion of the atom here, they deviate with they are reflected back around the previous path here. So then we have to draw the conclusion from that here. As we know, the charge of the alpha particle is positive here, as we know that here there is a repulsion between positive here. Okay. So here again we know that here there is an attraction between positive and negative here. So here, as we know, the charge of the alpha particle is positive here, and as those rays which is very close to the central portion, they deviated with greater angle here. Then the meaning of that is we have to draw some conclusion that here there is somewhat positive material is there inside the central portion of the atom here. So what is that? That we have to see in the next to that here we will see that here. So if the first thing that here the charge of the alpha particle is positive here, then what happens here? Those rays which are close to the central portion deviates with greater angle here. As we go towards the central portion here, then what happens here? The ray deviates greater angle. The ray deviates with greater and greater angle here. So here this happens here. So the meaning of that here, we have to draw one conclusion from that here. The charge of the alpha particle is positive, and as we know there is repulsion between positive and positive. It is repulsion here. Positive repulsion means there is somewhat positive material at the central portion of the atom here. And again we know that here, if the ray is on the central portion of the atom here, it is reflected back along the previous path here. The meaning of that is nothing but the central portion must be massive here. Now here, and another is nothing but the massive portion is at the center of the atom here. This massive portion is not here. This massive portion is not here. It is not that here. So here we have to draw the conclusion from the figure that here, or observation that here, the positive portion contains the central portion contains the positive material here. Now it is very small here. Now here it is massive also here. Now from that here Rutherford defined the nucleus here. Nucleus here. Now here it is in three words here. We can define the nucleus here. So as we know here, the central portion is at the massive portion is at the center of the atom here. Correct here. And as alpha particle charge of the alpha particle is positive here, therefore as there is somewhat deflection here, this does not happen in this way here. So this is the central portion here, and ray is not attracted towards that here. This is not observation here. So what is observation here? The ray deflected from the central portion here. Ray diverted to greater angle from the central portion here. So this is not observation here. So this is the observation here. The meaning of that is the central portion should be contain the positive material here. So here this is the our first observation here. As the central portion is the ray is on the central portion here. The ray deflected back from the back to the reflected back and travel around the previous path here. So then what happens here? It is the and this portion is at the center here. So it is the center. Center portion is massive and it is your smallest. So it is your first, it is your second, and it is your third point. Third point to define the nucleus of the atom here. So nucleus from this Rutherford atomic model here, we find out that here nucleus is the smallest central massive region of atom here. So it is nothing but the definition of the nucleus here. And as we conclude that here, there is somewhat positive material at the central portion of the atom here. Then we find out that here nucleus contains protons and neutrons here. The charge of the proton is positive here, and neutrons are neutral in charge here. So here nucleus contains protons and neutrons. The protons are positively charged particles here, and neutrons are neutrally charged here. And electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the circular orbit here. Now, how many electrons are there in the revolving here? It can be find out by formula 2n square here. So remember here, atom is neutral here. So electrically, atom is neutral here. Number of proton Z is equal to number of electrons here. In this case here. So number of proton is equal to number of electrons. Means here atom is electrically neutral here. So here this is nothing but the Rutherford atomic model here. Today we saw here what is the orbit here. This energy equation here. Then we saw here what is the Thomson model here. And this is nothing but the Rutherford model here. In Rutherford model here, we find out that here the definition of the nucleus here. Nucleus is nothing but the smallest central massive region of an atom here. It is called the nucleus here. Nucleus contains protons and neutrons here, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the circular orbit here. Now here number of electrons is equal to number of protons here. So Z is nothing but the number of protons here, and E is here number of electrons here. Atom is electrically neutral here. So here this is all about the introduction about the Rutherford model here. And next to that here, now here what are the drawback of the Rutherford model here? There are some drawback of the Rutherford model here. The Rutherford model was unable to explain the spectral line here. Now who find out the spectral line here? So another model is after Thomson, Rutherford developed one model here, and after Rutherford the Bohr developed one model here. Now this is nothing but the Bohr model here. So just we have to see what is the Bohr model here. Now in next lecture we saw that here. So third is nothing but the first is Thomson atomic model. Next is Rutherford, and third is nothing but the Bohr's model here. Bohr's atomic model here. So here this is first, this is second, and third here. Now Bohr atomic model here. So here it is very interesting and important atomic model here. So it is Bohr atomic model here. We can see in the next lecture here. Now Bohr atomic model was based on the three postulate here. What is first postulate? What is second postulate? What is third postulate here? That we have to see in the next lecture here. Till have a good day. Bye.